Oh, hey, YouTube. Didn't see you there. Let's get into this. Marvel Rivals Season 9, new team ups for every single character. Every character gets 2 new team ups. That's over 100 new team ups. Every single new move, every single team up, every single enhanced team up. I woke up at 3 a.m. so I could be one of the first to get this done and get this out to you. You're welcome. We're going to get into all of them right here, right now. Let's go. Marvel Rivals did something that other games are so afraid to do. In the other games, want to balance their game well enough, they'll nerf people here and there. Marvel Rivals said, no, if everyone is broken, then everyone is balanced. And that's what I like to see. That's called taking a risk. And usually those risks pay off. Instead of nerfing characters, they just break everyone by making them all the way overpowered. So if everyone's overpowered, then it's all balanced, as all things should be. Starting with Gambit. Base effect. Release kinetic energy, enhance for a duration while active. Cyclops gains increased jump, speed, and height. Alright, so we activated team up. He's got movement speed, he's got enhanced speed. This is just the movement that he has when he's in like Gambit ult. So activating that, let's see what the cooldown is. "18-second cooldown on that." Okay. Now let's enhance it with adding Gambit to the game. Gambit's here. Now we activate team up, and he gets faster shooting. He gets enhanced beams, still on the 18-second cooldown. So when Gambit's in the game, then definitely gonna want that speed boost. Definitely gonna want the enhancement to your optic blast. All right. Well, let's see the other team up. Now we team up with Phoenix. With Phoenix, base effect. Hitting an enemy with your Ricochet Force summons Phoenix Force to ignite them, causing them continuous burn damage over a set duration. While teaming up with Phoenix, sparks detonate and reduce the cooldown of your Ricochet Force. That's big because this automatic. That's automatic hit to anyone in the area. So let's add Phoenix. Boom. And now let's look at the cooldown time as well. Take damage, extra damage, and then let's throw the other one out. That cooldown time used to be about 15 seconds. Yeah, and it still goes down when you hit shots. Okay, so when Gambit is not in the game, you're going to want to go with Phoenix team up because you know how often you use this move. This is your finisher. This is what you use to secure the kill. And it goes down. Its recharge time goes down every time you land a shot. So yeah, you're definitely going to be using this. And you get that extra damage, that extra tick. That's going to finish off a lot more people. But when Gambit's in the game, then definitely take that enhanced speed, enhanced shooting speed, and enhanced beam. Only problem is I don't think Gambit's ever going to be in the game if you're playing ranked. All right, let's check out some other heroes. Let's just go down the list. This one is going to be big because right now Storm has the choice between Thor and Jeff. With Thor, she becomes a hit scan character. I want you to see this. And she can headshot. Usually her beams can't headshot, but with this, she can get a crit. Let's go see what this can do from range. Hit scan. Headshots. How many taps? 5 tap from 65 meters. Let's keep going back. Let's keep going back. Let's get 100 meters. Let's see. 9. One shot. Just playing. Let's see if it can reach. Still a 5 shot from that far away. Let's get speed boost. All right, now let's go to a regular distance. 4 shot. Up close. Now let's change her into this form. 3 shot. Easy 3 shot. From 25. Now let's go enhanced. Get him inside. And 2 shot. Yeah, Storm is going to be dangerous. And she doesn't even have Thor on her team yet. Turning this character into a hit scan absolutely changes her game. Let's see, with Thor on the team, then she also gets an enhanced right click that chains lightning to everybody inside the zone. Let's do this. Let's enhance this. Wait for it. Insane. I think Storm is actually going to be good this season, especially with this Thor team up. Turning her into a hit scan character is absolutely ridiculous. Now, when we get Jeff, and let's change, there we go, to Jeff team up. With Jeff, she gets, of course, Jeff NATO, but she also gets a heal effect. So, let's bless the rains down in Africa here. That's a long while that goes. That's a long time. Let's count that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 seconds of rain followed by 14 seconds cooldown. So, if your team's not doing enough healing, guess what? You can do it by yourself now. She gets her wind blades back. So, not as strong as not a hit scan character anymore. However, she is able to provide extra healing to her team and to herself. Look, she gets hit, she's healed back up. Yeah, I think that this has its place on different team comps, but for the most part, you're going to want to go with the Thor team up. And now let's look at who Black Panther teams up with. Okay. Now, Black Panther gets this new team up with Storm, where he has an all new move. Boom. And attaches a mark to whoever was inside. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. His damage just went way up. Way up. So, let's get Storm on the scene and see the new effect that it has. Boom. Pulls them towards you. And now all of a sudden his uptime is crazy. Absolutely insane. So now let's go get the 250. Let's go get a 250 health out here. Where's Jeff at? There you are. So now to kill a 250, we can go spear, dash, dash, spear, dash, new move, dash. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, and they explode. So you come in. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how fast you can get that kill. Just for fun, let's go see what his other one is. So now when we bring out magic, we can that, a little bit of that. We come back, it marks him, and then we get another dash. So it's the magic portal, it's back, but this time when you come out of the portal, you will do a burst that marks anyone near you. Therefore, you can dash them again. Obviously, I mean, it may have its niche here and there, but you're gonna want to go with the Storm team up. The Storm team up creates one-shot combos. It adds damage. It adds uptime. It's everything that Black Panther mains have ever wanted. But you know, this is cool. This is nice. See, I mean, that's fun, but it's not the Storm team up. Let's see who's next. Moon Knight. Now, with this team up, it does the same thing whether you have Cloak and Dagger on the team or not. But you get this new dash. And with that dash, if you have Cloak and Dagger on your team, then you do healing to not only yourself, but your teammates. Let's get some damage on me. All right. And now I have a new movement ability. And it did about 75, 65 health back. So I think that this is underrated. I think that this is very underrated because Moon Knight, he doesn't have escape tools. So this is his escape tool, and this is his escape tool. And either way, they leave him up there like a sitting duck. But with that, first of all, he gets healing. Second of all, he gets a fast movement and a get away from me tool that is not that slow. So I think that this is definitely an underrated move. Let's go check out his other team up. All right, for his other one, let's go with Elsa. Confirm. And we see that we get a new Ankh. That Ankh is a trap Ankh. So, first of all, it's invisible to the enemy unless they step inside its area. And when they do, then you saw Khonshu drop his fist on him. you know, Khonshu fisted him a little bit. So now when we have Elsa on the team, you can throw it down, boom, 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 and you get 3 fists of Khonshu hitting them. And as you can see, there are 2 Ankhs on the ground now. Bro, why'd you just shoot me? There are 2 Ankhs on the ground now. Watch this. There are 3 Ankhs on the ground now. As you can see on the side here, you get 2 of the trap Ankhs and 2 of your regular Ankhs. So let's throw another trap Ankh out. Boom. You see it made 1 disappear, but let's throw another regular Ankh out. And look at that. We can have 4 Ankhs on the screen at the same time. So this is obviously, it's strong because it gives you extra Ankhs. It gives you more Ankhs. It gives you Ankhs that are unseen until they're activated. And I think that this is where most people are going to go with when they go with Moon Knight. But I think that you should give the Cloak and Dagger one another look because it gives Moon Knight an escape tool, escapability that's beyond just, you know, his grappling hook. So I personally like Cloak and Dagger, but I can see a lot of people are going to play the Elsa. Let's go. Let's go. Iron Man is back. Gamma Overdrive. Let's just see it. Let's just see it. We're back, baby. We are back. We are back. Let's go. Bang. Doesn't reach. Doesn't reach. 20 meters. 20 meters is what we get with that. Now, let's go back. Let's throw this team up in here. Oh, we can do that. Right here. Where am I going? So, we add Hulk here. We go get our ult. And first of all, you get a shield. When you first activate, you're able to get a shield. And then when you do your ult, new voice line, but you also get a shield. So now when you ult, your ult is not just a I'm gonna die button. All right, because every time you were gonna ult with Iron Man, you're like, maybe I get it off. I hope I get it off. But even if I get it off, I know I'm gonna die. I'm just a sitting duck in the middle of the air for a good like 4 seconds. So that is the difference now with the Gamma Overdrive. You actually get shields. That way you can help your survivability. But let's check out his team up with Thor. With Thor, first of all, let's just see. That's about 27 meters, 28 meters, 28 meters when it wasn't reaching. It didn't reach from right here. It didn't reach from right here when you're in Gamma Overdrive, but you can get 28 meters, and that's just on regular. Now let's go to our team up. We add Thor to the mix, and first of all, Overdrive. And look at this wide beam. Look, I'm gonna aim. I'm clearly missing him. I'm clearly missing him, but wider beam. And now when we get out of our overdrive, 15 seconds on the cooldown instead of 20 seconds. 15 seconds until you're back up in your overdrive. And I'm back to it. and I'm hitting you with that from this far away. Now, does this make Iron Man viable? I don't know. We're going to have to see, but it does make him better. I'll tell you that. Definitely makes him better. I think unless you have Hulk on your team, you're going to want to go with the Thor. That way you can just keep a little bit more space and get into your overdrive, in and out of your overdrive faster. All right, let's see who we got next. Bucky. Let's go, Winter Soldier. All right. With this, we have the Punisher team up, where he gets a new move, and then we have the Elsa team up, where he can get to use his moves a lot faster. So, first of all, here's the new move. Let's see. Does it reach from 10 meters? It does. It does. Let's just turn those off. Does it reach from 13 meters? It does. 15 meters? Can we do 15? Okay, that's the extent. 15 meters exactly is the extent of this new move. First of all, when you hit them, it slows them and it grounds them. Second of all, let's get Punisher on the team. Let's see if this adds to the range, first of all. Okay, it doesn't add to the range, but it does add to the knockback. Look at how far that sent him. Look, he has to go on a hike just to get back up here. Look at how far that sent him. So yeah, it's pushing people away, it's grounding them, it's slowing them. It makes it so that you have another button that'll reload for you. This is absolutely stopping any dive that is coming at you. You use this, it's a huge get off me tool. It grounds them, and then they're free pickings. Yeah, get off me. So that's our ability with Punisher. Now let's go to Elsa. Make sure we got the Elsa team up. This gives Winter Soldier Elsa's passive. You see the 2 bars on the bottom. Now this means that, let's go to our settings, turn off cooldowns, turn them back, and then cooldowns come back faster. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, and then get it back. Usually that's a 5-second cooldown. Let's see about this. 12 seconds, 12-second cooldown. 7 seconds. That's usually a 10-second cooldown. And every time you use a move, you are getting more overshield, up to 425. They're turning Bucky into a tank. They're turning Bucky into a tank when you got Elsa on the team. Absolutely. And to just be able to throw these out, do you see how long I just continuously shot without having to reload? He's never gonna have to reload. He's never gonna have to reload because he's always gonna have one of these up, one of these up, one of these up, or one of these up. Ridiculous. So In most situations, you're going to want to use the Elsa team up. But if you have like a hard dive comp that you're going against, then that Punisher Get Off Me tool is definitely going to be useful. Let's look at Namor. Luna. Okay. Summon Frosttide, call it forward, wave damage, pushes back enemy, adds a slow effect to them as well. Gains 1 charge, crashes down, reaching maximum range. Healing damage, slowing enemies. Okay. Bet. Let's see. Okay, so that knocks back the enemy. It also slows them. It also does a little bit of damage. And let's see. That's considerable damage. And it's on a 15-second cooldown. Not bad. This is definitely like a get off me. It's a get off me tool. You stay in the back with your healers. You're throwing your squids down. You're anti-dive already. And then you add this. Let's see how far it reaches. 20 meters. It's about a 15 meter for sure. Yep. So you have that as another get off me tool. Let's add Luna. That reaches farther. Let's see if it does more pushback. Oh, I also get a second charge of it. I think this is definitely going to be useful in a dive comp when you're going against the dive comp. Now let's go to, there's a regular one. There's Gamma. We know Gamma Squid. We've seen Gamma Squid. We know what it does. And it's absolutely, I think you have 2 good team ups here with Namor. You can use either one and you're going to get value out of it. Having a third squid and that squid being this squid is absolutely going to be what a lot of people are going for. I mean, look at how far it's shooting from. Look at where it's shooting. 33 meters over there at Jeff. Like, just the automatic lock on. Having the third squid definitely going to be useful. But if you go against a dive comp, then I can see wanting Luna's wave. Let's go to Phoenix. All right, let's see what she has. With Hela, psionic detonation is replaced with Phoenix Netherfire, applying a telekinetic mark. Upon hitting it, triggers an initial small explosion, and then briefly stuns the enemy, followed by 2 larger explosions that apply healing reduction. Wow. Okay. And then when teaming up with Hela, every blast in the sequence applies multiple stacks of sparks to enemies. So, basically, you throw this out. They get healing reduction, they get slowed, they get a spark. That's actually pretty nice. And then I don't think that this is as important, but when you have Hela on your team, it just adds a little something extra. You got Hela, throw that out. Now each one gets 3 sparks, so that's an extra explosion on each burst. Yeah, Poke is still alive and well. All right, let's go with Rogue. Let's look at this. All right, base effect, telekinetic shockwave forward. If it lands, the Phoenix Force rushes the enemy and delivers a powerful punch. If there are any other targets nearby, the Phoenix Force rapidly blinks between them to strike them as well, inflicting a spark on each. Enhanced. When teaming up with Rogue, add an additional spark, gain more health, and increase the maximum number of stacks. Okay, so straight up have a new move. Okay, so it's like a bullet. Let's go take some damage. Okay. Now we use that. Jumps to 2. And I just got healed up. Wow. Okay, it's a little bit of self-healing. A little bit of damage. A little bit of spark stacking. That's going to be nice. I think that provides some survivability, which is definitely going to be needed in this season. And yeah, I think you could go with either team up here. Either team up is going to work well, whoever you have on your team. I don't think that you need Hela as much as you need Rogue for this one to be better. But having Hela definitely adds to the damage that you're going to do. So I think if you don't have Hela on the team, then you can still use the Hela team up. But if you have Rogue on the team, you're definitely going to want to use this Rogue team up. I mean, look at that damage. Ridiculous. All right, let's check out. We already saw Cyclops. Now we go to Punisher. Okay, let's see what we got first. Oh, of course. I mean, we already know. We already know. All right, so throw it out. We've seen. We know. Increase the fire rate. He still has to reload. But when you have Rocket on the team, you throw it out. Now you don't have to reload. Look at that. That wasn't even headshots. Ridiculous. They brought it back. They really brought it back. Let's flip over to shotgun. Let's throw it out. Yeah, Punisher Rocket is back. All right, let's check out the other one. So with this one, it's a team up with Daredevil. Shoot piercing bullets that carry a damage boost. Okay. When teaming up with Daredevil, the bullets break enemies, summon walls, and shields more quickly. All right, so with this one, let's go on over here. Let's change that back. And we have piercing bullets. So does that do damage to both? Yes, it does. So shooting through people, and they have a damage boost. Let's make sure. And that's just on at all times. And that had no fall off. That goes through the first bot completely and has no fall off to the second bot. They die at the same time. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Ugh, that's disgusting. Look, they're the same health. That's gonna be OP on some maps. That's definitely gonna be OP on some different maps. Is that with the shotgun as well? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. It went through. It went through. It actually It actually went through. Oh my gosh. This is actually so strong. This is actually so strong. On certain maps, that's definitely going to be usable. I mean, I don't think you give up the rocket team up for it, but that's going to be usable. Think about that. Clintar Convoy, when they're first trying to capture the first point and they have to line up, it's usable. You don't want to give up the rocket infinite ammo, but I think there are going to be some cases where you're going to want to choose the Daredevil team up. Honestly, let's check out Hawkeye. All right. Let's see. We have Cloak and Dagger, Crescent Slash, Moonlit Slash, Projectile, Boost Healing, Apply Vulnerability. Interesting. And so we can charge 3 of them. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get Cloak and Dagger in here anyway. Try it out. Alright, and now let's go up here to where we have our bots. Triple Slash, that healed them up. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, now let's see if we slash him. And then it adds a vulnerable to him. Okay. I mean, I don't think that's what you're going to want to use, but cool. Now we go to Psylocke. You change weapons. Wow. Okay. Wow. And that's not even if that doesn't. Wow. That's not even if you're aiming at the target. It doesn't charge like his regular arrows. It doesn't have to be aiming at the target to gain charge. That's just however long you hold. Let's get Psylocke off the team for a second. Okay. That's still fast. That's still a very quick knock. And wait, that's weird. It one-shotted, and now it's two-shotting. Let's aim up here. Aiming up here, it still hits. Aiming over here, it still hits. Aiming over here. Okay, you don't have to be fully on the target for it to hit. And it does different amounts of damage based on how many of them hit a headshot. But if you're right in somebody's face, this can definitely one-shot. You shouldn't really be in somebody's face if you're Hawkeye, but and then when you have Psylocke on your team, then they do explosion damage. And you can just fire these things off. Oh my gosh. We're going to see Hawkeye this season. We will absolutely see some Hawkeye this season. Dive him. All right, he doesn't have the escapability tools, but he does have a shotgun now, so that's crazy. All right, let's see what we got next. Hella Namor. We already know what Hella Namor does. Look, there's a squid. Look, there's the second squid. Let's get Namor on the team. And let me show you this. Ooh, we can go anywhere with that now. So let's go get an ultimate. And let's throw this down. Oh, that created a squid. Oh, that created a second squid. Now there's 3 squids out. Every single crow that you throw creates a squid. Yeah, that's going to be pretty dangerous. But let's look at her other team up. With Venom, Soul Drainer, Hell Tendril, and just pull enemies toward them on the impact, slowing enemies escape. Okay, so that creates a Venom Tendril that pulls enemies in. That's a longer stun and it slows them. And then we get Venom on the team. That out. And we also get this. Wait, let's take some damage first. Shoot me, you fool. And just like that, I'm full health. And just like that, I get extra healing. I still have this. I think that you're gonna want to use Venom team up a little bit more than you would use the Namor team up. I think if you have Namor on the team, that makes your ultimate a lot more dangerous. But I think that the Venom team up, having that stuns and slows the enemy, and then also having a little bit of that adds to your healing, I think that it gives you more survivability, and you're gonna want to use it a little bit more than just getting some extra squids on your ultimate, because your ultimate's not having problems killing it people anyway. So why not take a little bit more survivability? Let's see who else we got. Magic. Nah, we aren't able to add him. So let's show we have the chain. Magic. Let's go all heroes. Let's do that. Back. Okay. Ah, you actually have to hit somebody with it. I thought you could just throw it down. Obviously, you see, I've never used magic. That's cool. That's cool. So, with Magic Chain, you can chain more and more people together. Let's wait until he's live. Boom. And do you see how far away he is to do that? And still gets chained. So, new magic team up with Strange adds more people to the chain than usual. And then we'll see the new one when the new character comes out in season 9.5. Squirrel Girl. Cool. Okay, she's got the Iron Man squirrel. Let's add Iron Man to the team. And she gets that. I don't have much to tell you about Squirrel Girl. A spinning nut that shoots out webs and stuns people when you have Spider-Man on your team. Cool. Next hero. Black Widow. Black Widow is a new character. Look at this fire rate. And there is her new, let me show it to you regular. Her brand new right click is her old ultimate. And her new ultimate is her old right click. And look, you don't even have to be aiming that good. And she gets her full sprint at any time that she wants now. 2-shot from 100 meters. You don't even have to be as precise with it. So that's the new Black Widow. Now let's look at her team ups. With this, you see 3 shots are going to charge it up, and then I'll body shot him, but he takes headshot damage. It's loaded up, and so next shot does critical hit damage. Now let's go and add Hawkeye to the team. Excuse me, get up there. When Hawkeye is on your team, then once that's charged, if you headshot, it'll continue to stay charged, doing extra damage. So that's cool. And then when you have Phoenix on your team, you get 2 charges of your right click, and it does an explosion damage. So I think you want to go with the Hawkeye one. That way you're just getting extra damage on your shots, because firing off shots, you see she gets them out pretty quick. So just adding every extra damage every 3rd shot, that's pretty nice. Spider-Man. Somebody else is going to have to explain to you what Spider-Man does, because I don't know. He shoots his web clusters, and when he has Penny on the team, then I thought that was going to explode. Okay, so he activates, then he shoots a spider cluster, and then he gets his clusters back. Now, let's go with Venom, And it's the old Venom team up. So you get symbiote skin again, you get that extra damage, you have the ability to one shot again. Spider-Man, rejoice. Let's check out our next hero is Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch, team her up with, first of all, let's show the Strange. So, first of all, you charge that up. And then you get this on your right click. And that gets charged, you see. So it's not on like a cooldown. It's on a meter. So you're just getting a lot more damage. And then when you have Strange on your team, even more damage. You charge up your meter faster. I think Scarlet is going to be farming in low level lobbies. Now, let's go to her other team up with Jubilee, the new character. We see that her E, you can now detonate, and it will put vulnerability on the opponent for extra damage. And then when you have Jubilee on your team, then let me take some damage here. There you go, shoot me, big dog. All right, and now when I use my shift away, I'm gaining healing. As well as happiness. So I think that that has its uses and that just enhances her survivability. But I think that everyone is going to go with the Doctor Strange team up and get that extra damage. Star-Lord. Let's show the group first. He throws out these group bombs, and when opponents step into them, then they get stunned. That's on a short cooldown too, so you can, just spray these all over the field. 8-second cooldown. Now, when you add Groot to the team, then we get enhanced effects when teaming up with Groot. The number of increases and the damage dealt when enemies step on them is boosted. So he just gets to throw out more of the bombs. And if you step on it, you can take increased damage. Now, let's go to his other team up, which is going to be the one that people use more, with Adam. Telekinetic beacon, you can teleport back to the location where the beacon is deployed anywhere on the map. Upon defeat, Star-Lord will cocoon and spawn at that beacon. So let's put that there. And now let's go die. Shoot me. Shoot me again. Dog, you can't kill me? And I'm back. I survived. Look at that. Let's add Adam to the team. Okay. When Adam is on your team, every time Star-Lord participates in a KO, beacon cooldown is reduced. Boom, it just went from 90. Boom, it just went from 85 to 75. And it's back. And I can teleport to it. And then it's still there. So I can still get killed. And I'll still come back. So it's a teleport beacon and it'll bring you back to life. This one is overpowered. It's OP. It's broken. It's what every Star Lord is going to use, because when you get the chance to not die when you die, you take that every time. Let's look at a Psylocke. Let's see. And darkness, a ring of light darts in which direction the damage from enemies restores health to Psylocke upon impact. Okay. Now she's inside the circle. If she deals damage to the enemy while inside, okay. So on critical health right now, first of all, I disappear. Second of all, I gain healing. Third of all, let's go put a cloak on our team. That out. And now so yeah, you disappear inside it, and when you do damage, you gain healing. That's obviously going to be good for her. That's a second disappearing, and it's an escape tool. It's a survivability tool. It's going to be strong. Let's look at her other team up. Emma. That's so quick. That comes back so quick. It just does the opposite of what you do. And that's only on a 12-second cooldown? Ridiculous. Let's add Emma to it, and we see what that does. Enhanced ability when teaming up with Emma Frost. Mental powers are elevated, allowing her to reactivate the ability to instantly swap places with her illusion. So let me throw this out down there. And now, hey, guess what? I'm in your face. Yeah, this one's going to be strong. I think that both of them will be strong. If you have an Emma on your team or not, then this is going to be very good, because it's always nice to have an extra fighter in the fight and an illusion that, the other team is going to have to deal with. But then being able to swap places with it, if you get in trouble, that's going to be nice to have as well. Extra healing and extra invisibility is also good to have. I think we'll see more of the Emma team up than the Cloak and Dagger, but I think Cloak and Dagger has its place in the game. Let's check out Wolverine. Okay, first we have the Gambit team up. Let's see what that does. With Gambit, gains increased movement speed and jump boost. Attacking enemies applies kinetic particles that detonate after a short delay for bonus damage. The effect lasts for duration. And when teaming up with Gambit, Wolverine receives continuous healing for the entire duration of the ability. Ooh. extra speed, extra damage, and it's on a short cooldown. And now, when we add Gambit to the team, let me take some damage here. And now let's activate. I gain continuous healing for the whole time that that's active as well. So this is almost on the same cooldown as his leap. So what you want to do, you can activate this, and then you can go in, leap, go get your kill, and then you just wait for it to come back up before you go in again. Oh yeah, this is going to be strong. It's obviously going to be strong. But we also have this. With this, you get increased range on the claws. You get the new dash, which is the helicopter. And this is the first team up where I actually think having the person on your team makes you worse. Having your team up partner on your team makes you worse. So let's do that. And now let's go to our Cyclops team up, and I'll show you why. Because with this team up, you're able to dash, activate, dash again. So you have more mobility, you have more damage if you can dash, activate, and then dash again. You can go in, dash, activate, dash again, get that, then leap, get that kill. So it decreases your mobility by having Cyclops on your team, because now I don't get to activate that second dash. I'm just always in the spin. So this is the first case where we actually see having your team up on your team makes you a worse character. I think that there are cases where you will want that extra mobility. So if you don't have Cyclops on your team, then yeah, choose the Cyclops team up. But if you have Cyclops on your team, you might actually want the Gambit team up, because you'll get that extra healing, you'll get that extra damage, and you'll get the extra movement speed. So you get more mobility. But when you have Cyclops on your team, you have less mobility. Iron Fist. All right, let's look at Iron Fist. Team up with the Thing. So with the Thing, you now unleash a launch up, an uppercut to launch up enemies. So new move. And it's on an 8-second cooldown. So you do this, you go in, and you get an uppercut that you can add to your combos. Now let's add the Thing to our team. And now you uppercut. Oh, where is it at? You get a kick away when you uppercut as well. So you uppercut, you hold your regular fire, and you'll get a kick away after it. So this just adds to his combo ability. It gives him, more damage, more dangerous. Let's see what White Fox can do. Provides burst healing nearby allies, enhanced effect when teaming up with White Fox. Lock on distance is significantly increased. Okay, 10 meters. Right there. That's the lock on distance. Let's see. 12 meters. Okay, let's see without. what our lock-on distance is. Okay, so you get a few extra meters on your lock-on distance. I think that you don't actually need White Fox on your team to get value out of the White Fox team up. I think the value from the White Fox team up is in that you're able to heal your allies after you go into this farm. You see that burst, that circle, every time I throw a punch there. That's doing burst healing for all of my teammates. So if I get into a brawl in the middle of the fight, then I'm going to be actually helping out my teammates, healing up everybody. And I think that Iron Fist mains are gonna want to go with the Thing team up, but to actually help your team out more, then the White Fox team up is the one that you should choose. Fantastic. I'm gonna take a long time just to be able to. Oh, there we go. You see that his elasticity goes up over 100. He can now charge up his elasticity to 200%. Oh, and I won the game. Mr. Fantastic just automatically ends practice mode because he wins. But just so you see, you can charge up your elasticity to 200% instead of just 100% to go into your enlarge mode. That's what Mr. Fantastic does when he has the Rocket team up. I'd choose the slowest character to get over there. There we go. And then when you have Rocket on your team, excuse me, thank you. Then when he goes into his ultimate ability, it has a new effect on opponents. Where it bounces them up. Displacement, and he can charge up to 200%. I don't know if you, Mr. Fantastic mains, are happy about that, all four of you, but I don't know, seems cool to me. And then when you have Thing on your team, you are able to charge up your punches to deal extra damage. Shout out Mr. Fantastic. Next character. All right, let's see what we get with Johnny. This is Johnny and Jubilee. So when you activate, you automatically get an area, a ring around you, in which you do firework damage. You don't even have to aim, it just adds to your damage that you can do as the torch. Let's add Jubilee into the mix here. Enhanced effect. When teaming up with Jubilee, successfully landing firework sparks on an enemy grants Human Torch bonus health. Okay. So we activate. And look, my overshield gets up to 300. That's nice. Now when we go with Storm, Fire Vortex continuously damage and pulls enemies. So we throw this out. It pulls enemies to the center continuously. He's trying to get back to where he wants to be, but it pulls him to the center and it deals damage. So with this, if you are, I don't know, say holding a corner, if they have to come through a choke point, you could throw that right there and deal continuous damage to anyone around the corner. And when we add Storm to the team, then we get the Burning Hurricane. Where's she at? So it enhances my damage and my fire, and I don't even have to do that with my ultimate ability. It's just with my right click. I can create the flame tornadoes anywhere inside of her range. Definitely gonna be a strong team up. I think that both of his team ups. Hey, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. I think that both of his team ups have both his team ups have value. I think that it just depends on which one you want to play. Personally, I think that the Storm one might be a little bit stronger, but getting that overshield, that 50 overshield, if you have Jubilee on your team, is nothing to scoff at. Let's go to Blade. Blade. We are on Cap. So with Cap, Blade builds a stack of Bloodline Awakening for every set amount of damage that he takes. So if you take more damage, you build more Bloodline Awakening. And when teaming up with Captain America, taking critical damage instantly triggers Bloodline Awakening state, gaining bonus stacks while raising your overall stat cap. So let's look at his Bloodline Awakening. That's his E. It is enhanced slash speed, continuous attack, and triggers Whirlwind Slash. Whirlwind Slash strikes. Your attack speed will further increase while under this state. Suffer reduced healing, but attacks gain life steal. Excess life steal converts to bonus health. So after every set amount of damage that you take, then you are going to increase your attack speed and increase your life steal. And if you get down to critical health when Cap is on your team, then it further increases that. I can't really show you that. So let's go to the other team up with Moon Knight. That adds that slash. Anyone you slash with that will gain. Let's see if we can see it from farther away. So we slash him. That's nice. So, and then you have Moon Knight on, or crescent moons bouncing between teammates. I think that Blade with the Moon Knight is going to be strong. It adds extra damage. And let's see what the enhanced effect does. Enhanced effects when teaming up with Moon Knight, each Whirlwind Slash trigger generates one additional Dark Blade. Let's see how fast we kill now. That is nasty. That's nasty. In brawls, that just increases his damage, and it's not even on that long of a cooldown. So I think that Blade definitely becomes stronger with both team ups. I don't know exactly how it works that the Cap team up is gonna go for Blade. If Blade Maid wants to comment, wants to tell me, wants to let me know, please do so. But right now, I think that Moon Knight team up is looking pretty strong. Daredevil. With Daredevil, you get the new move that just adds to your flame stack, and basically you get 3 crosses. And when you have Widow on your team, let's read the enhanced effect. When teaming up with Black Widow, the damage radius is expanding and landing hits recovers fury. So you just have a wider range with that new move. Now let's add our Iron Fist team up. Base effect, objection is enhanced. Whirling your billy clubs now damages all enemies in range while deflecting projectiles in all directions. Where is objection? Is going to be this one. Hey, my boy, you got to shoot me when I do that. You ready? Shoot me. Okay. Now let's add Iron Fist to the team. The enhanced effect, successfully deflecting recovers fury, and when teaming up with Iron Fist, passively recovers health for the entire duration of the ability. So when you go in, that's going to deal damage to anyone shooting at you. That's going to recover health when you do it. That just increases his survivability. I think that Daredevil mains are going to want to use the Widow team up, but I think that the Iron Fist team up, it helps your dive, because imagine you're diving a Luna, you go into their back line, you take a little bit of damage, and then Luna throws her snowball at you. When you use this deflection, that's going to automatically, they're tracking. It's tracking now. So it's going to send it back at her. You'll freeze her. You'll get the kill. And you recover health when you throw that out. So I think that that's going to increase his survivability and help him as a character. Let's go to Elsa. So with Elsa, while she has her Deadpool team up, let me read it for you. Living bullets change to special rounds that taunt targets with Deadpool's chatter while slowing and damaging nearby enemies over time. So her bullets now have a slow effect and provide some screen clutter to your opponents. When teaming up with Deadpool, breaks the fourth wall, significantly boosting instinct acquisition rate. So let's go ahead and add Deadpool to the team. And now look at her stack down at the bottom. She has a 4th stack, and that kill did about 1.5. Let's look at the damage she's doing. My goodness. So now her stack is up before her cooldown. That's 3 seconds now. Also might be more fun. And now let's switch to her other team up with Devil Dino. Let's read that out. Her snare trap, monitor area, if approach. Diablo immobilizes and damages them. Also releases a lethal gas, causing continuous area damage. Okay, so we throw this out. So slows the enemy, immobilizes them for a second, and then does take damage as well. Let's add Devil Dino to the team. And now the enhanced effect teamed up with Devil Dinosaur, can store and deploy 2 smoky snares. So she gets a second trap. One there, one there. I think that, that's interesting, that's cool, but I think that most people are going to use the Deadpool team up, get enhanced bullets, get enhanced stack, and add clutter to the other person's screen. Let's see our Black Cat. Let's see. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so when we team up with Black Panther, she gets a new move in which she have to take damage from it. Let's take a little bit of damage. Okay, so now that she's taking damage, she's charged up her suit. And look at that recovery health. She's charged up her suit, and now she has this new move where she's able to disperse the energy she took from the damage that she took with a Vibranium Burst. So, gives Cat a new move, gives her a Get Off Me tool. You see it knocked the people away. And now when we add Black Panther to the team, the enhanced effect, when teaming up with Black Panther, the explosion no longer restricted by the energy threshold and can be triggered at any time. So she doesn't even have to take damage. She can be at full health and will still be able to use that Get Off Me tool. We team up with Spider-Man, and now she has 2 charges of her E. Give me that. Give me that again. And then when she adds Spider-Man to the team, enhanced effects, when teaming up with Spider-Man, using the web grapple to hit an enemy already marked by a spider tracker, temporarily immobilizes them. So if Spider-Man has shot an enemy, if you're diving together, Spider-Man puts a tracer on her, and then you use that, then temporarily they will be stunned. So you gain a stun, it helps in her dive. I think these 2 as dive partners could be a pretty good pairing. And that's all of our DPS. I think that we definitely have some strong characters. Storm got to glow up. Black Panther is going to be a menace now. Iron Man, we'll see if that actually makes him playable. Bucky got better. He's already good. He got better. Punisher is going to be a problem because the Rocket team up is back. And Cyclops got nerfs. But I think that his team ups make up for what he lost. Of course, you got Poke Demons right here, and Phoenix and Hela. Magic just always having a team up now is going to make her stronger. The Black Widow rework, we're going to see how that works. Psylocke's going to be a problem. I think Psylocke is definitely going to be an issue, and seeing her pairing with Hawkeye is going to be fun to see. I think that Hawkeye is going to get to join the game again. We'll have to see how it helps out Daredevil and how it helps out Blade, but I think both of them are going to be strong, as well as Human Torch here. This is a strong row, and then Elsa, of course, is going to be strong. So let's move on to our tanks. Okay, with our tanks, we now get a new move from Hulk. Let's just go into it. So he leaps up, he slams the ground. So with the Hulk, he gains a new move. It is this new leaping ground slam. And when he has Captain America on his team, that ground slam is going to cause vulnerability to the enemies, and it reduces the cooldowns of all of his other moves. So we get a little bit of this, we get a little bit of that, we do a little bit of this, and you see how fast his moves are coming back. Now, let's go to his other team up with Wolverine, and we'll see that we go into this. Look at how fast he's attacking now. Look at how fast those attacks were. So he enters a furious state where he gets a speed boost and an attack speed boost, and he unlocks Scars of Rage, which grants him unstoppable when his health gets low. So this may take a while, but if his health gets low, then he enters an unstoppable state, which means he's immune to CC. So nothing is going to knock him off course. No Luna snowballs, no sleeps, no penny webs. So he's entered as low. You see his hands are glowing. Let's even increase that. You see the attack speed and the movement speed increase. And when you have Wolverine on your team, then basically you get 2 charges. Because after you throw him, you're in your furious state. So I think that both of his team ups have value. I think that you're going to see a lot of the furious state because that'll increase his attack power. But I think that the Cap Leap is also important for your team because it can do vulnerability to the opponents. Hey, calm down, bro. All right, like I'm trying to do a thing here. I'm trying to explain. Yeah, sure. Hey, this dude just loves being carried. So anyway, but I think that having that vulnerability, it helps out your team, and then also reducing your cooldowns. If you're a Hulk that really likes to, use your exile, and also having more shields that you're able to throw out, it helps out your team a lot more. So I think that both of his team ups will get used a lot. Now let's go to the boy. The boy. For settings, let's go. Thanks. There we go. All right. So let's just start getting shot here. And we have Rebirth as one of his team ups. This is his team up with Hela. So it means when he dies, no, he didn't. So after you die, you have Overshield. That's immediately decaying. If you secure a kill, then you come back to life. If you secure a kill and you die, or if you die and then you secure a kill, no, you didn't. So you just get to come back to life. This will help immensely because there are times when you're in a brawl and you're like one hit away from getting that kill. So if you get that overshield that's immediately decaying, you can't get healed when you're in that state. We're gonna call it zombie Thor. When you're in zombie Thor state, you can't receive healing. You have to secure a kill, and you basically get like an extra 6 seconds to do that. Now, when you have Hela on your team and you die, then either you or Hela can get that kill. It doesn't matter which one of you does, as long as one of you secures or is involved in a kill. When you die, then no, you didn't. I was waiting for him to get down here to low health. And you see that you have a little bit more time to secure the kill. And you see that your health gain after you get the kill is a little bit faster when you have Hela on your team. Now, let's check out his other one. His other team up is with Angela. It is the spear. We've seen it. You throw it, you leap to it, it does damage. So that just adds that to his regular kit. And when Angela's on your team, you get more Thor Force when you're able to secure a hit with it. So adding that to the kit is obviously good. It's what a lot of Thor mains wanted. But being able to not die is obviously the better team up, and that's what you'll see Thor mains go with a lot more. Let's go to Penny. This is Penny with Black Panther team up. With this, she gets a new move where she throws out a shield. And when she's shooting through that shield, then her attack speed is absolutely increased. She's now got a minigun. She's also now a shield tank. So we see that when you have Panther on the team, the shield is bigger. It's 400. Shield's bigger. It's 400 damage that it can take, and it lasts just a bit longer. And this obviously helps out Penny's offensive ability, because usually that's all she had to secure kills. Like, that's her burst damage. This, it's not doing much. You see how long it takes to chunk somebody down. But when you're able to now throw this up, you web them, you hit them with a couple of headshots, and it's easy kills. So Flank Penny is going to be alive and well. Now let's go to our Rocket team up. Rocket team up, you know what it is. You've seen it. You just get Nest. And let's... Why did that buy it? Anyway, but oh, because he revived over here. I get it. But you see that you get extra webs, you get extra nests, you get another nest where Rocket throws down his beacon. So you're able to cover a whole lot of area. Just a absolute ton of area. Look at how far I could lead these web strands down. Look at all of this area that's just covered in webs. It gives your team enhanced speed. It gives you and your team healing. It gives you overshield. Like, we know we're going to see a lot of this, but I also think that there is a place for Flank Penny with the Black Panther team up here. Excuse me. There. So you're able to throw this out, get extra firepower, and become a shield tank. Definitely going to have its place in the game. Let's go to Thor, or let's go to the Thing. So with the thing, when you activate, you now do area damage with your jab. And you activate, it adds more damage to your regular punches as well. So having the torch on your team gives you this ability. It drops you on people, and that'll add a stun when you land with somebody. And upon landing, you'll already have activated. See, let's do this. There. It activates your flame state. And then I'm out of flame state, and I'm on cooldowns for both of them. Now, when we go into our other team up, then we can activate Overshield, and you'll gain up to 900. And it continues regenerating. And when you add Invis to the team, then first of all, when you take certain amounts of damage, then it sends out a burst to everyone around you of healing. So if you're in the middle of a brawl with your teammates around you and you're taking damage, then you're going to be doing healing to your full team, and you get Overshield. So I think that this increases his survivability, because sometimes Thing would go into a fight and just explode because he's such an easy target. So having Overshield as well as doing healing to yourself and your teammates is going to be pretty valuable. I think that the Invisible Woman team up will be more valuable than the Johnny Storm team up. Let's go to Devil Dino. And here it is. Gun Dino. Gun Dino. That's it. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. That's his Punisher team up. And now let's go to Jeff. Now, with Jeff on the team, his laser now does damage and healing. So there's that. It adds a bleed. There's that. It heals your teammates. So you add some healing, and it can do both at the same time. Let's wait until he's back alive. You see, I'm damaging one bot while I'm healing the other. And adding the team up with Jeff. Hey, my boy. Jeff can hop on your back. It'll give you continuous healing, and you still get your beam. So I think this has its value in that it can help with the healing of your teammates, but I think that people are going to want to play Gun Dino, and that's all we need to say. Now, let's see Strange. With Strange, we get Gamma Burst back, and when you have Hulk on your team, let's build it up. Hold on. Then, boom. When we burst, we keep 50% of the charge. And you don't get any of the negative effects of having 100 on your Maelstrom burst. Now, when you team up with Invisible Woman, and you do your burst, then it pulls them towards you and you get overshield. And when you put up your shield, look at that, 1,000 health. So this is the case where I think that he has two different team ups. They're both good. Whichever person you have on your team at the time, that's the team up that you want to go with. If you don't have either of them on your team, I think that having the Invisible Woman one is going to be better because you'll have increased shield value, and that is going to be helpful to your team. Now let's go with Cap. Captain America, when he has his Thor team up activated, he gets the lightning shield projectile, and after landing 2 hits, he can launch his lightning shield. So and now we activate. More damage, more shield tosses. Let's add Thor to the team. And now this just turns into a tactical nuke. Like, just explosions over a whole area. Doing vicious amounts of damage. It's going to be a good team up. Let's go to our Bucky. Confirm. And this adds that punch that gives people overshield. And that gives Cap immense amounts of overshield. He can jump to him, he can help save people. And when you add Bucky to the mix, hey, come clash with me. What you doing? Okay, don't clash with me. But it gives him a second punch that he can do with Winter Soldier. And when he does, okay, yeah, now you want to do it? Cool. All right, weirdo. but it gives him a second jump punch that he can do with Bucky. That'll give Overshield. That'll increase movement speed and damage. So I think that that one is a very fun team up. It's a fun team up. It gives him a lot more cooldowns that he can spend. And I just think that you can't give up the damage that you get with Thor. So I think Thor team up is going to be used far more often. Let's go with Groot. Now, with Groot, we get the healing wall with Mantis, and we've seen that. And when you have Mantis on your team, then that healing wall can be upgraded after it sticks around for a little bit. So it's here, it's giving increased healing, it's giving overshield, and you see that boom, it just got its upgrade. Now this bot is barely taking any damage at all. Let's go to his other. And now we get the fun one. You see that? You see that traversal? Did you see what I just did? Groot is able to hop into a bubble, and that actually gives him some type of mobility, which is cool. But it also does healing. And when you have Jeff on your team, and let me take some damage here. More healing, faster healing, and I can stay in my bubble. So I think that helping out your team with the healing wall is going to be good, but I think group mates are going to want to have some fun. Like, let's just have some fun a little bit. The bubble is funny. The bubble is fun. Let's be able to hop into a bubble, heal ourselves, and get a bit of traversal with it. Because when has Groot ever been able to just hop up here? Never. So I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that team up. Next, we have Venom with the Blade team up. And with that, that means that his right click, let's do this, take some damage. And now he is able to siphon with his right click. And then when we have Blade on the team, he still gets his siphon, but every single thing that he does, let's take some damage. So, like swinging, he just gets a burst of healing. Like that, he gets his leech, but he also gets a burst of healing. So, this will increase his survivability a lot when he has Blade on his team. But when he has Phoenix on his team, he gets this new move. Where he's able to just flail his tendrils in front of him. He'll do a lot of swipe damage, a lot of group damage, and when he has Phoenix on his team, it adds multiple sparks to them so that when they get 3 sparks, they will explode, doing more damage. So this turns Venom into a bit of a brawl character as well because he will do good in groups, and I think that for survivability, you're going to want to use the Blade team up, but if you want to do some damage, go with Phoenix. Let's go on to Magneto. Okay, he has his team up with the Scarlet Witch. That gives him his greatsword. So it's back. And when you add the witch to the team, his right click becomes a chargeable Kamehameha. And he still has his sword. So this just adds to Magneto's firepower. He's able to do more damage, a lot of range damage. I know that a lot of mag mains, they liked when he had this team up ability before, so bringing it back, absolutely. But now we also have this. And he can shield, and he gets a shield when he gives it to anyone else. He also gets a shield. And lastly, this thing doesn't go away until it's shot away. So this creates an absolute 7-on-6 when he has Emma on his team. That unless you deal with it, it can't be healed. But unless you deal with it, then you're fighting down one man. So this is absolutely going to be what a lot of mags use, especially if they have Emma on their team, and it creates a very, very strong advantage. Very strong advantage. So I think that we're going to see a lot of the mag Emma team up. Emma. She gains her ice wall when she's teaming up with Luna. And when she has Luna on the team, then that ice wall is bigger, it's stronger, you can take more damage. Let's go with Mantis on the team. I'm going to have to read this one to you. So, damaging an enemy's sentience directly converts the damage to bonus health. The enhanced effect when teaming up with Mantis, shatter a sentient grants one-time bonus health while simultaneously reducing the cooldown of Cyclone Spear. So you throw out your E. Destroying it and doing damage to an opponent gives you overhealth. That cooldown was nothing. You kill somebody with it, 4 seconds. So being able to just throw that out and always get overhealth, and when you get a kill with it, being able to just throw it out again, and boom, I'm at bonus health again, getting up to 842 bonus health. Just like that. That's going to increase the survivability, and definitely Emmas are going to be wanting to have Mantis on their team. I think that that's the better of the two team ups. On to Angela. Angela, let's go with her Star-Lord team up first. All right, so Angela with her Star-Lord team up. Let's go so that some of these guys are hidden, and let's use it. So first of all, I have a UAV. So it pulses out, I can see where they're at. And then I hit it a second time and dive. And now I'm in my grounded form. And I'm able to attack like that. Let's get Star-Lord on the team. Try it out. The enhanced effect with Star-Lord grants bonus health, scaling with the number of enemies struck by the slam. So I do this, I dive, I struck 2 with the slam, and my health goes up to 700. I get bonus health up to 700. Now, let's go with the Loki team up. With the Loki team up, fly, I get her charge. But not just her charge, I don't have to go anywhere, because that's going to take it on its own. And I get 2 of those charges when I have Loki on my team. So that helps out because it's a little bit of a long cooldown, but it's obviously worth it because I'm able to go and push somebody off the map without even having to be there. Like, look at that. Look at that. Imagine that on Hell's Heaven where you're just able to drop somebody into the lava without even being near the edge. I could be all the way over here and still take you and drop you off the map over there. That's going to be the team up that we see more often with Angela. Now let's get Rogue. With Rogue, this is the regular Gambit team up, deals damage, and then deals healing to anybody that's around you. And then when we get Gambit on the team, that's just activated the whole time. That's just activated the whole fight. You never have to activate that. It's never off cooldown. You just always get this. Yeah, that's broken. That's going to be absolutely broken. Gambit is going to get banned every game. Rogue should be getting banned. Rogue should be getting banned. So, like, that team up is just way too strong. But let's go with the Mag team up. And you'll see that she has her defensive stance fortified, and activating it grants a magnetic field, and she gets damage reduction, and she also, her defensive stance charges faster. So she's just able to go with more shield. And when she's in that shield and she dashes out of it, then she knocks back opponents farther. And if they hit the wall, then they get extra damage taken. So let me show you without them hitting a wall. Excuse me. Get her dash back. Thank you. Look at that displacement. Definite displacement. You can knock people off the edges, off of ledges. But if you knock them into a wall, then you deal extra damage as well. And so this makes her more of a defensive player. She gets her shield more often. She can take more damage with that shield, and she can displace enemies. I think that, I mean, that's good, but it's not Gambit team up. And it's not constant Gambit team up. So you're going to want to be going with the Gambit as often as you can when you're on road. And that's our tanks. On to our strategists. Loki team up. This is with Mantis. We know what this is. Let's throw one there too. And then let's go ahead and get Mantis on the team so you can just see the enhanced version of it already. So when I do lamps, the lamp area is bigger. It pushes out opponents, and it obviously heals your teammates. Now let's go to his other team up, which is with Hela. with Hela, fallen targets, heroes, friends, or foe. You can copy there. Let's add her. You are able to copy. So she's dead. I'm now, excuse me. Why am I not able to copy her? Let's spawn a different hero. One second. No? Yeah? Ah, there it is. So I'm then able to copy that hero for a second. For 8 seconds is longer duration when you have Hela on your team. And if you have Hela on your team, then when you die, if you die in that form, you will just go back to being Loki. You don't actually die. So you get to copy any characters that are dead on the battlefield if they are friend or foe. And you just get to be them for a little bit. So I think that of the two team ups, mostly you're going to want to go with the Mantis because it's like you're losing a healer. Why would you copy somebody that's not a healer just so that you could go on the attack for a little bit? I don't think that that's worth it. So getting bigger lamps, pushing enemies out of the lamps is going to be what you want to go with. Now let's go to Ultron. Ultron, we already know. Boom, he gets a laser. When he's teamed up with Iron Man, the upgrade fires powerful homing missiles at enemies. So, first of all, let's put a drone on here. Second of all, let's do that. That upgrades, and he still gets his laser. So, we've seen that. We're not very excited about that. Let's be excited about this. When teaming up with Penny, I can when teaming up with Penny, I can drone everybody on my team. Absolutely everyone for a second. And then I can also give them overshield. I think that this really enhances Ultron's healing ability. Look at that. Makes him more useful to his team. It's on a 12-second cooldown. And that's like when your Black Panther is diving their backline and you see that he's on critical health, but you can't get to him, just drone him. Just hit that, drone him, get him off that critical health, and then that increases the whole team's survivability. Droning your whole team at once is like a mini ult, a very mini ult. So it's definitely gonna have its uses. I think that I don't know. Maybe you won't have to play Ultron in a triple support comp. Let's go to Mantis. Mantis teaming up with Star Lord. So on her second heal, you see that it did a burst around that person. That will then heal anybody within their area. So it adds. So if they're already being healed once, you add that to them, and then look, this bot is taking less damage because it's getting healed at the same time. Now, if you go and you add Star Lord to the team, then that area healing happens on your first heal. Definitely a strong team up. But then you look at it compared to her Adam team up, and upon defeat, let's go die. So, upon defeat, after using natural anger, then I can cocoon and come back. And when Adam is on the team, I would be able to soul bond while I'm in that ghost form. So, obviously, the team up that you choose is the one that keeps you in the fight for longer. So, if you're able to not die, choose that team up. Let's go to Rocket Raccoon. Let's activate our group mode, and boom, I've got a machine gun. Let me see if when you activate that group mode, okay, I can still do my regular healing. And with Groot on the team, then I can ride on Groot's shoulders, and the duration is extended. Okay. So now I activate, and my goodness, that's a long time. That's a long time that he's able to shoot these machine gun healing and damage. Especially if he has Groot on his team. The only thing that matters with that is now Rockets actually have to aim. So I don't know how much they're gonna like that. Let's go with the Squirrel Girl team up. With Squirrel Girl, you throw these nuts down that do healing. Excuse me, let me take some damage. There we go. Now, throw those out on the battlefield. Okay, you can launch them. And let's see what one does. I went from 170 to 190. So they're 20 healing for each net on the battlefield. And you can throw them out, hopefully heal your teammates more. I don't think that this is going to be as good as the other team up, but I mean, it's Rocket. He's just your heal button anyway. So it's just more ways to heal. Let's see what else we got. Let's go with, let's look at the hood. Let's read this. Veil of Light Force and Terror Cape. Marked by Magic Void changing to Twilight Veil and Void Veil. While retaining their original effect, after traveling a set distance, the veil halts in place. Enemies damage passing through the veil is weakened, while enemy healing passing through the veil suffers healing reduction. Okay, so it just makes your Terror Cape and your healing veil, it puts up a wall. And then anything that's shot through that wall is weakened. And we don't know what the enhanced effect is because we don't have the hood in the game yet. So let's go ahead and get our Luna team up, in which we get this move right here. On a 20-second cooldown, but she becomes completely invulnerable. Takes no damage, heals herself, and heals her teammates around her when she's in that. So if you're getting dove, then imagine, first of all, we throw that down. And then once that's up, you're then able to become invulnerable and heal yourself even more. This character is undivable. This character is absolutely not getting dove ever. There's no way you can kill her. So I think that you choose this team up every single time. And if you're with Luna, it just becomes even stronger. So it's enabling, more triple heal comps. Look at that. You're not getting dove. Now, with Luna, when she has the White Fox team up, then she gets a CC. Like, even more CC. And when she has White Fox on the team, then you see it CC'd on the way there and on the way back, knocking him out of place. So this is going to be a strong team up, giving Luna just more tools. But when she has Adam on her team, then she gets to cast a Soul Bond. That'll heal teammates when she does damage or when she does healing, and will siphon health away from enemies. And when she has Adam on her team, then scoring critical hits will reduce cooldowns of Absolute Zero and Ice Arts. So she throws out her snowball. She scores criticals, and look, her snowball is already down at 5 seconds again. She uses her clap. And now we're at 15. Oh, we have clap back. Luna is going to be so strong again. Flank Luna is alive and well, even though you don't get the damage increase with Self Flake anymore, just the healing increase when you're healing. So having Adam and Luna together is just going to be that much stronger of DPS healers. Let's see Adam. Adam now. When he has the Storm team up active, Lynx by Soul Bond receive a speed boost. And when he has Storm on his team, Lynx by Storm Bond, or by Soul Bond will receive the speed boost as well as a damage boost. So you can have your whole team moving fast and hitting hard. Let's see what his other team up is, because that one kind of hard to demonstrate in practice mode. So now with Ultron, he gets burst heal bot healing with his charged attack. Now, people are saying that this one is bad, but I want you to see this. Let's go like this. There's the snap healing. There's the snap healing again. Oh, there's the snap healing again. There's 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 a snap healing again. Look at that. Look at that. It charges up his E healing with every single charge shot that you do. So if you hold this, he'll be able to heal forever. Now let's add Ultron to the team. And then you'll see the enhanced effect creates an explosion on impact. So if you have your team grouped up, or if you have enemies around you that you're healing, then that explosion is doing even more damage or even more healing. And you're always going to have your snap healing. I think people are sleeping on this, but I think Adam just became one of the best healers in the game. I'm not even joking when I say that. Like, look, he's keeping both of them at full health. Doesn't even have to charge it up to full. Look at that. Like, that's I personally I think that's ridiculous. All right, he's healing his whole team off of just aiming at one person. Heals the whole team off of aiming at one person because you're gonna get more of the snap healing every single time that you hit one of these. Are we sleeping on that? Why are we sleeping on that? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Okay, with Jeff, we've seen it. Venom team up just gives consistent healing to everybody within range. We add Venom to the team, that healing does more. We're teaming up with Venom, lash out to nearby enemies within range, and then inflict continuous damage as well. It's just Siphon. And then we have our, excuse me, walk away, come back. There we go. Deadpool team up, in which you can throw out your sprinkler. Heals enemies, and teaming up with Deadpool, the plushie asserts a much stronger taunt while concurrently damaging enemies caught in its radius. So, of the two, I think that the Deadpool team up is a little bit better because you don't have to be in the mix to be able to work. You can just throw it out. See, I don't throw it. I throw it all the way down there. So you throw that out into the middle of battle. You're doing damage to enemies and you're doing healing to your allies. So I think that we've seen both of these, but the Deadpool one is probably stronger. Now let's look at Invis. With Invis, let's give a shield. With that shield, anything shot through the shield receives the damage buff. So this bot is killing that bot faster because his bullets are enhanced by the flame shield. And when we add Johnny to the mix, then the shield's bigger. It has more health to it, 400, and now it's just a bigger shield. Gives you more of an area to shoot through and more of an area to hide behind. Let's go with the Fantastic. You're gonna have to watch this one closely because it's not gonna happen for long. It just made your team invisible for a second. And when Fantastic is on your team, it makes them invisible for longer and does healing. So this has some interesting things that it can do. I don't know how useful it's gonna be, but like imagine a full team flank of an invisible team. Maybe that's something that you can do on the convergence maps. It's possible, but I don't know how useful this ability is going to be. I think that you just go with the flame shield. Let's look at Fox. All right, with Fox team up, Spirit Tail energy, it converts life energy into Nine Tail aura that shoots out in all directions. This automatically tracks nearby allies and enemies, granting speed and healing to allies while damaging and slowing enemies. So she gets this new move that automatically damages enemies and grants speed boost and healing to allies. So I think that that's actually a pretty strong team up there. Let's add Black Cat to the mix and see what the enhance does. Using orbs triggers a state where Spirit Tail energy is no longer consumed for a duration, allowing free use of Spectral Surge and Fox Form Awakening. So she gets free use of that, and it won't cost her a tail when she is in this form. I think that that's actually a pretty good team up. I had no idea what it did before this, and now I think that, it might be worth it. Let's see what her Psylocke team up does. Base effect. Activating Fox Form Awakening no longer consumes tail energy. Grants the maximum possible duration immediately upon use. And teaming up with Psylocke, the cooldown for Fox Form Awakening is drastically reduced. Wow. My mouse just died. Okay, that's a 15-second cooldown without Psylocke on there. Now let's get Psylocke on the team. Let's activate it. And it's a 12-second cooldown. Okay. And it didn't cost any tails to do, and she was in it for a full 8 seconds. That will help in the dive comp as well. Interesting. All right, I think that Fox has actually two pretty strong team ups here, and they're both usable and viable. I think most likely you will go with the Psylocke one. Now let's check out. Let's go with the Magneto one first. All right, Gambit Magneto team up. Environment characters, 2 cards magnetically repel and furl, spinning in place for duration. They heal allies they hit while damaging and launching enemies. So he gets this new move that puts an orb around people, and they will damage allies or damage enemies and heal allies. Let's add Magneto to the mix. And then the upgraded one, teaming up with Magneto after duration ends. Suppose of the two cards reverse. They violently slam back together, explode, providing an extra burst of healing and an extra healing and extra damage. That was a lot just to say extra healing and extra damage. Like, and it just keeps pushing enemies out of that space. Interesting. That's strong. That's definitely strong. Let's see Jubilee. Okay, so he gets a staff spin that deflects bullets, sends them back at enemies, and heals allies. It's providing healing to nearby allies. Concurrently, staff deals damage to close range enemies. Rapid spinning blocks incoming damage from most projectiles. When teaming up, both and Big Easy Impact gain additional continuous healing aura. So, I think that personally, I like the Magneto. I mean, being able to use the staff spin to block incoming damage is a good thing, but I like throwing that down. It'll heal your teammate. It'll keep anyone else out of that area because it pushes them out and does damage to them. And it's on a 15-second cooldown. So I think it's just extra healing that you'll be able to get and use for your team. Now let's go see Jubilee, the new character. First of all, let me see what she does a little bit since I've never used her so far. Oh, oh, okay, okay. They make it so that she can't headshot? Interesting. Okay. Because I saw in other videos she was melting people with headshots. Okay, that's cool. Now let's see what her team ups are. Let's first look at the one with the hood. It's when attack speed is enhanced. Transforms into a hit scan attack that grants self-healing on hit and is capable of dealing critical hits. Okay. So when she goes into this form, that's when she gets headshots. And that's when it's hit scan. Interesting. Okay, so that helps her out. Now let's see when she is with Blade. Deploy Vampiric Field. Allies standing within the field gain lifesteal when attacking enemies. Okay. Let's throw that down. Oh, that's just around me. So anyone standing beside me will gain lifesteal when they hit any of the enemies. And when we add Blade to the mix, enhanced effect, allies inside the field receive continuous healing. Okay, that's nice. So let's get over here. And it's like a little mini Deadpool. So they gain continuous healing, and then any damage that they do is also healing because of lifesteal. I think that, yeah, what you're going to want to do to help out your team is use the Blade team up with Jubilee and then stick close to your people who are getting damaged. Every single new move, every single team up, every single enhanced team up. I woke up at 3 a.m. so I could be one of the first to get this done and get this out to you. You're welcome.